To throw again. Allen. To the right side, and he's got more complete. The reception good for 7. It's third down. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. Allen going to try and throw on third down. Completes it to Samuel. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the first down in the process.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Eluding the pressure right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie linebacker from LSU, Devin White. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, one thing's for sure. When you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you got to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing. Winston. Going for the deep ball. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And now Coach Bruce Arians has made the call. His guys will go for 2.
Wait. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
To throw, Winston. Flushed out right. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen flush, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie linebacker from LSU, Devin White. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Let's go. Here we go.
Following the interception, Winston. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Off the play fake, Winston steps away. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Winston now from the 50. He completes it to Evans. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. Now a first down carry by Jones. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Play fake. Winston. Rolling to his left. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback rolling left and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Protein spill.
After the sack on first down, Allen. And can you believe it? It's a second safety in this ball game. And this defense continues to dominate. How about 2 safeties in one game here?
You don't even put that on your goal sheet. This is something that results when you're playing really well on defense and the offense has nowhere to go with the football. Dominating performance.
And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee?
Ready? Back 25 behind. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. Check. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Jim, 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 Jim.
Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Line of scrimmage is the 8 on 2nd and 8. On the counter, here's Jones. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. They go play action. Winston escaping the pressure right. Complete. He finds Braid. And they finally are able to take him down at the opposite 47. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 44 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Winston. He finds his target. It's Evans. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Working out of the gun, Winston. Eluding the pressure right. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Winston. And his throw is going to be incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
The goal of anyone running a curl route is to make sure you try and get defenders on your back and shield them away from the football. But sometimes even when you run a good route, the defense finds a way to knock it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Winston steps away to his left. And that is incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
They're going to try for it on 4th. Winston stays out there. Now Winston on 4th down. Dancing to his left. And, Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Dante Jackson picks it. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been there starting.
And for the 3rd time now, this is going to wind up a safety. Unbelievable. Well, it's rare to see 1 safety. It's even rare to see 3 safeties in a game, Charles.
Well, we'll be able to talk about this with our grandkids, great-grandkids, and anyone else that may come around the house when we get a little bit older on that rocking chair. We were there when we saw 3 safeties in one game.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half here, Winston. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jason Pierre-Paul able to record his 5th sack of the season. To try again after the sack. Allen, and he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Five.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Open man is Samuel, complete. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, 93 yards. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it.
On 1st and 10, Winston. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Dontari Poe marches in for the sack.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. The keeper gets him 7 that time, but it'll lead to a 3rd down. Play action now, Winston. He's going to look deep for Perriman. It's caught inside the 25. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Rashad Perriman, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now.
And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense.
I'm coming back.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Right there, 54.
Hey, Delta.
54 Mike.
He don't know no better. Hey, watch that.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jason Pierre-Paul, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Call it no gain there, and they've got a ways to go now on 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
Show it up.
Hey, high 7. 5.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And got his man complete. The 30. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Carolina. Chris Hogan, 95 yards. yards. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. And I think it's safe to say we won't call many touchdown passes longer than that this year, partner.
No, I would agree with that totally. And right now, you're looking at offensive coordinator. Conservative would not go next to his name. Risk taker, definitely, because he valued the opportunity to create a big play against what could have been disaster if they end up getting sacked or fumbling the ball in the shadow of their own goal line.
Here we go. 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now this throw caught left side. 23 yards on the play.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
I don't know about you, but I feel like there's a little extra juice when you see Jameis Winston connect with Mike Evans early, and when they do it often, this team is really energized.
Well, Evans at 6'5", those long arms, that's so tough to defend.
And he surprises you with how fast he is, because he looks like he's just loping along, and all of a sudden you're 10 yards behind him, and Jameis Winston finds him.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Evans, once again, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. Wait, come see.
Jameis to throw it. And he finds Howard complete. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Ready? Blue lady. Watching you grind. Let's go. Wait. Green, come see.
Second down, Winston. And his throw here's incomplete. The free safety, Trey Boston, there to knock it away.
Now, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away, turns into a nice play.
To throw is Winston. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
It's just me and you.
They're indeed going. It's Winston. Flushed out right. And Winston lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
All day, defense, all day, all day.
Check.
Ready?
From the gun, it's Allen. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Now Allen operating from the gun. Sliding out of the pocket. And open here is Hogan. He's got it. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the...
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Blue down, blue down.
Winston. Flush to his right. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Ready. Clock, 22.
59. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Jameis now on first down. This one complete to Scott Miller. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, a 22. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. First down, Winston. There goes a deep ball, end zone, and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Come on. Come on, D.
Jameis again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kyle Love coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long.
Check 43.
On 3rd down, here comes Barber. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. They won on 2 fronts there, so to speak, Charles. Not only do they stop him short of the first, they get him out of bounds and stop the clock.
Yeah, they won. The offensive guys lost because they wanted to stay in bounds and have that clock run or force you to use timeouts. Instead, the defense won, as you mentioned, on both fronts.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Ross Cockrell. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Hey, echo.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Hey, lock it.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Allen to throw again. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there.
It's second down.
Throwing on second and long. Winston. This is Miller, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First down, Tampa Bay.
A first down throw for Winston. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. On play action, Winston. Forced out to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Ross Cockrell. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected?
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. On second down, it's Jones. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Winston. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. And it appears the offense is going to try this again. They've yet to convert the first 3 times on 4th down, but they're going once more. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So they decline the penalty. That seems a little odd.
I'm trying to work through it and work with them to figure out why.
Well, someone's got to be confused.
That's what I think. I'm pretty sure that the bench is saying take the penalty, and somehow in the heat of the moment, they thought they were saying decline the penalty, and that's going to work against them. They should have taken it.
He's going to fire one deep left sideline. That's caught inside the 20. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. You're at the point in the game right now where you got to start taking some chances, and that chance paid off.
And it's a good idea to be that aggressive because, truthfully, the defensive guys, they're just playing not to make a mistake. That often means you can make a big play against them.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. From the gun, Allen. This one caught by Davis. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the Buccaneers, 14-yard line.
To the air, Allen. That is knocked away and incomplete, but a penalty flag. In the backfield, this might be a roughing call. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. McCaffrey following the penalty. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. On 2nd and goal. Allen, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. William Golston. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they try to punch in a late touchdown. Now Allen to throw. From the gun, he'll throw. And that's caught. It's Hogan. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 10 yards gets him closer, but now it's 4th and goal. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. And they try to sweep to Jones. Good move, but not much to show for it. Still inside the 5. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Winston. That's caught by Howard. And he's going to get this up to the 24-yard line. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Winston here to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5. Bring 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Let's go.
Play fake. Winston. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Now Winston on 4th down. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. So fire the cannons. It's a victory. I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
So for Tampa Bay, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory.